Lawmakers have started hashing out a plan to reform the nation's immigration system. Republicans and Democrats are expected to introduce their own amendments on the issue throughout the week. Democrats are demanding any immigration solution include protections for nearly 700,000 immigrants who were brought to the U.S. illegally as children. Closer to home, a new member of the Billings City Council has been named after the seat was vacated in January. Reg Gibbs was selected to replace Ryan Sullivan and represent the residents of Ward 4. Gibbs is a Billings resident of more than 25 years as a counselor, entrepreneur, and small business owner. He will serve for the next year and 10 months. His appointment brings the council to 11 and ensures no tie votes. Elsewhere, Remington, the nation's oldest gun maker, is planning to file for bankruptcy. The financial troubles are linked to the 2012 Sandy Hook school shooting, which involved a Remington rifle. A report from the Associated Press says Remington is also seeing a decline in demand for firearms. But Richard Barber of Gallatin County tells MTM News Remington's financial woes stem from public knowledge that its products are dangerous. Barber has been speaking out for 15 years, saying a defective trigger mechanism causes an accidental discharge in some Remington bolt-action rifles. His son Gus was killed in 2000 by a Remington Model 700 that fired in this manner. A lawsuit pushed the company to offer a fix for defective mechanisms, but Barber is critical of the suit. He says it allows Remington to continue claims that nothing is wrong with its rifles. Remington officials say they've reached a financial deal that will allow the company to keep operating while filing for bankruptcy protection. On to Crime Watch. We now know the name of the suspect shot by Billings police outside the Lazy KT Motel in October. 36-year-old Roderick Littlebear had just been released from supervision for assault with a weapon 1 month before the incident. Court documents state Littlebear was doing well in the community until he started using methamphetamine and alcohol. Officers say they fired on Littlebear after they told him to drop his weapon, and instead he swung the shotgun in their direction. Shortly after that incident, his probation officer asked the judge to place him back in the custody of the Department of Corrections. Littlebear violated the terms of his release by possessing a firearm. He was sentenced in January to 3 years with the DOC. Just 2 days before they're set to go to trial, one of the suspects in a Billings Heights murder has been living out of state, while the other is behind bars, facing even more charges. Michael LeClaire and William Hoffert are charged with tampering with evidence in the June murder of Rory Warner. Court documents show LeClaire has been living in North Dakota and is allowed to visit Minnesota for his new job training. Meanwhile, Hoffert has been held at the Yellowstone County Jail on a $700,000 bond since July, when he allegedly planned to skip town. Hoffert is facing a new unrelated assault charge for allegedly breaking a stranger's jaw last April. Warner's remains were found in a shallow grave outside of Roundup last summer. LeClaire plans to claim he helped move Warner's body out of fear for his own life. A Billings man is being held in jail on a $25,000 bond after being charged with his 8th DUI. 55-year-old Thomas Hamill appeared in court Monday and was charged with felony DUI. He has 7 prior drunk driving convictions between 1993 and 2013. Police were called Sunday night to Avenue C for a report of a drunk driver who got his vehicle stuck in the snow. Hamill's breath smelled of alcohol and he couldn't keep his balance. On his way to jail, Hamill allegedly made threats to the officers before they drew his blood. Elsewhere, a new federal loan hopes to give a Montana business the extra boost it needs to keep going this year. On Monday, Senator Jon Tester announced a $1.9 million loan to develop renewable energy systems here in Yellowstone County. This money is part of the USDA's Rural Energy for America program. It will, in part, fund the purchase and installation of a wind turbine, which will generate enough electricity to power 487 homes. Energy supplier 2. Wind Broadview East says it intends for the project to benefit and grow the agricultural economy in Broadview, Montana.